Hi, I'm James the Box Office Artist, and welcome back to the James Raiz Show. You know, this is the show where I go over all your comments. Now, I'll do as many as I can because I know I can't get to every single one of the comments. I'll do my best to get through every single one. I can only go for roughly around 20 minutes or so, but I will do my best. Okay, so let's get going. It's around 3 o'clock on November 7th, so we'll see what you guys have in store for me today. So let's get going right now. Okay, so let's start here. Okay, from Black Wolf Conspiracy says, "Sheesh, man, I've been watching you for a while. I haven't been watching you in a while, for a couple of months, but a huge difference, James. I mean, the look of your channel is evolving and growing, and now this. Wow, I've been with you almost since the beginning, man, and it's great to see you grow. As for me, I'm doing a comic book, which is why I haven't been watching lately." Let me just move up so you guys can see. "And I still have a long way to go with my storytelling and illustrations, but I'm going to finish it regardless. And the more I..." Oh, didn't finish what he was going to say. But thank you very much, Black Wolf. Thank you very much. Like, I know you've been following me for quite a long time, and I really do appreciate that, for sure. Good luck with your comic book. By the way, he wrote that on my Unicron video, as you see there. Okay? So here's a suggestion for what I could do, and this is coming from today's video. Potato Face. I love your name. Can you do a 10 art styles challenge? That would be fun to do. Maybe I will give that a shot, maybe. Black Wolf Conspiracy says, "Nice, thank you." Speedskid says, "I love bags of nothing." Thanks so much, James. Great work. He had the comment of the day for it today. That's why. J Holy Moly says, "Please do 1986 Turtles." Maybe. You know what? I've been getting a lot of requests for Turtles, so we'll see. Mudman says, "I think you should do a 2-marker challenge and then a 3-marker challenge and so on." Maybe. Maybe I'll grab another marker and then do 1-marker challenge with that and 2-marker with the 2 markers that I have. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something like that. Or maybe I'll do 1 a week. Maybe just to add to my collection, I'll buy 1 new Copic marker a week just to add, so, and you guys will know when that comes out. We'll see. Caleb says, "You should use a random superhero and draw a superhero around the name you get." I guess, are you talking about names? I'll pick it out of a hat? Possibly. Well, I am going to do RD games, hopefully, in the next day or so, so maybe we'll do something like that. Makina. I'm not sure what Makina is, Chewy. There you go. Hamat says, Great Sam, mind-blowing." Thank you very much. Thank you. Syrian Thomas says, "Great job, James. That looks amazing for first Copic coloring." Thank you very much, Syrian. Harmon says, "Do you know any good references to study that will help me learn mech? I just don't like referencing from other artists. I'd rather draw from life, but I don't know how to make stuff like that. It's so complicated. I can only draw stuff that looks natural, not man-made. I don't know where to start with mech." Well, here's the thing, Harmon Artist. These things don't exist in real life. So if you want to learn how to draw a mech, you kind of do have to reference other artists at the start. If you want, reference Transformers drawing, because those are closer to real life. Or if you want to start making your own, go check out things like car engines, or try to get inspired by those type of things. Because a lot of the times, these concept artists, they are inspired by random things, and then they mechanicize them, right? So it's just like kind of learning how to draw a human. The better way to learn how to draw a human is to understand what's going underneath the skin, understand the anatomy and everything that works. So, if you don't want to reference other artists, well, then don't expect it to look like those other artists when you're done, because it's not going to. Pretty much what you have to do is kind of study things like cars, even things like robots. They do make robots nowadays, but they don't look like the robots we see in books if you want to look at them. So that's up to you. That's a preference. I learned how to draw mech by looking at other artists. I'm not gonna lie, I looked at other artists. Now, trying not necessarily copying exactly how they pose them and stuff, but seeing what they did and why they did certain things. Why the joints? Why is there detail in the joints? All that kind of stuff. That's stuff you think about when you look at other people's artwork. So when you look at other people's artwork, you're not thinking to yourself, "I'm copying this one for one." No, you're thinking, putting your mind your head into the mind of the artist, and trying to understand what he's thinking when he's putting that drawing together. So you analyze drawings that way. That's if you want to get better at mech, and that might be your thing. If you want that to be your thing, you might have to study other artists. So, okay, let's see here. Kadar says, "It's always a pleasure watching you work, sir. And your work is truly amazing. Keep it up. The good work, sir. And I have for question for Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve are my favorite Superman actors. Okay, this is for my Superman drawing. He likes Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve. Awesome. Max Gould says, amazing. Thank you. Thanatus says, beefy BB-8. He could crush the first order with that mech suit. Thank you, buddy. And just to let you guys know, I had an idea of doing this BB-8 suit for a long time, and I was kind of wary about doing it so close to the other Star Wars video I did a couple days ago, but then I thought, oh, wait, I didn't do the marker challenge yet, so yeah, I ended up doing it. So Ricardo says you should color them more often. I agree. You know, the good thing about doing it with markers is it's fast, and you know, compared to the computer, for me, well, then again, I'm not very good at it yet, so I can't speak to that. Scratch that. Scratch what I said. Prantar says your highly detailed mech Transformers artworks never cease to amaze me. Thank you very much, Prantar. John says draw yourself if you were an Avenger. Nah, I don't want to draw myself. Eric says you did great, James. Thank you, buddy. Okay, here's a good comment. Roswell says, that's 2 marker challenge. Sharpie is a marker, the Copic is the other. Great work, though. Touche. You know what? I didn't even think about that till I read your particular comments. So you are absolutely right. The marker, Sharpies are markers. So I totally forgot about that until you said so. So thank you for that. Thank you. Mick McEwen says, it's so cool, dude. Well done. Thank you, buddy. Draw with stuff, Mr. J says, amazing, great art. Thank you, buddy. Shrish says, that drawing is cute. Thank you. And your reaction at 5 minutes, I almost died at that moment. I do have a lot of coping markers, but I never tried them in doing something like this. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Rudy Kung says, sick. David says, you are the best artist ever. Thank you. Zodrum says, perfect. Thank you, buddy. Mr. Pug says, first. And Diego says, yes, you are first. And we'll just go through a few. I think that was all for today's videos. Let's go for some from yesterday. Jarno Pitt says, maybe do the Devil versus Angel challenge with someone from Animation Squad. I believe Jazza did one of those already, you know. Maybe not. I'm not that much friends with other animation artists like Jazza is, because that's more his niche. So I wouldn't know where to get started, right? And nor am I subscribed to these guys, so I don't really know who they are type thing. So when I subscribe to somebody or when I ask them for a collab, I want to make sure that it is somebody I'm a fan of. I don't want to just go to them just because they get a lot of subscribers. That's usually the people I contact are people I actually follow. So let's see. Dre Studio says, hey James, check Desairs for red lead. They usually have a good stock of color fills. They absolutely do. However, the Desairs from my place, it's really far. It's around at least 45 minutes away. So for me, it's like, you know, unless I'm in the area, it's like, for me, it's not worth going out of the way just to get red lead. So, especially since I got a lot of blue lead in stock, so that's why I don't go for it. Jay was watching my left-hand, right-hand video. He says, you really made me laugh here. The left-hand drawing looks like a work of a grade school. Thanks. Of course, because it's not used to it. My line does flow compared to the dominant hand, but it still looked not bad. I would also like to write drawing my left hand, I think. I had before twice, but not a serious one. Can't also remember when and what I drew. Okay, thank you for the criticism. There you go. But that's cool, man. I'm glad you liked the video. Thank you, Jay. He also says 1 minute 10 seconds are Deadpool. Well, I can see that. I mean, Spidey's. 10 seconds, the skull after the complete decomposition. Ooh, that's kind of gross. For Reals says, have you ever done the no eraser challenge? If you haven't, I would love if you do it. I'd like to see it. You're one of those artists like Jazz that surprise me every time I see your videos. You're such a great artist and keep up the good work. Forgot one thing. Can you please collab with Draw with Jazz? For Reals, by the way, if you haven't seen already, I have collab with Jazza twice already, and maybe sometime in the new year. But you know, Jazza, he's so popular now, and he's doing a lot of collabs with bigger artists. But maybe in the new year, we'll see what happens, okay? Maybe one of these days. But in terms of the no eraser challenge, you guys see I don't usually use an eraser. Well, I guess when it comes to the layout, I guess. So I might try the no construction line challenge. I believe one of you mentioned the no construction line challenge. I might try that one. But honestly, it's not going to be that much different though, right? So DR Yelsey's Creations says the Joker as Megatron. That'd be fun to do. Orphan Last says, next time show us the coloring process. He's talking about the Tyler Scribble challenge. Yeah, I didn't film. Honestly, I forgot to turn on the OBS. That's why you didn't see the colors. And I'm trying to do it in a way, because you know when you speed up Photoshop colors. It's very frantic because for me personally, I keep zooming in and out. And when you speed that up, it's hard for somebody to watch. It really is hard for somebody to watch. I'm trying to figure out a way I could do that. I know they have that window. Maybe I could open that window a little bit bigger so they could see how the image looks whole while I'm coloring the other part. But I'm trying to figure out the better way to do that on camera and speed it up. All right, so yeah, we'll see. Firestorm Gaming says, I really like this one. The character came out amazing. How about this for a challenge? You could draw the entire character upside down, not allowed to flip the paper, and you also have to draw it in reverse order, starting from feet, ending with a head. I could do something like that. That'd be fun. Artistic Gamer says, James, can you bring your podcast over to Google Play, please? Now, I do have to look into this because a lot of you can't find it on iTunes, a lot of you can't find it on Google Play, and that's a problem because I do pay for them to be on that on those sites. So I will definitely look into that. Thank you very much, Artistic Gamer. Thank you. He also says, that's cool, James. Amazing what you can do with the help of your daughter's scribble. Great job. Thank you. Coca-Cola, Fallout 4 fan here. That was witching. There you go. Zunk16 says, between this and the first IRL mech fights, I don't even know how to be more overjoyed. Thank you for this amazing comeback of Unicron. Thank you, Zunk16. Thank you. Pope the Turkey says, a scribble that becomes good wallpaper. Thank you, buddy. Arachnon47 says, hey, James, I don't know if it's me, but the front arm looks too thick. Possibly. It might be a little long, too. But then again, I was trying to keep in line with my daughter's scribbles. But, yeah. This is what it is. But thank you. Thank you for noticing that. Thank you. Dead Leaves says, wowzers. Thank you, buddy. CG Channel says, amazing work. I really like this one. Thank you. Aaron Draw says, I can't wait for you to do Copic illustrations. Well, hopefully you like the one today. Aaron Draw says, one time I was watching you and my dad saw one of your Marvel drawings and he said you must be one of the best in the world. And I agree, you really deserve way more subs. Thank you, Aaron, and say thanks to your dad, too. That's awesome. Thank you. Jerry says, James is the only artist I've seen whose skill is so great he could turn scribbles into something amazing. I wish I could say I'm the only one, but there's tons of guys who could do that as well. So thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Speedscape said it would be really cool if you collabed with Todd Knock. Great work, James. Well, I'll let you guys know. I am in talks with him. We'll see. He's an extremely busy guy, but maybe one of these days we'll see. But at the very least, we're talking. So hopefully we can get that conversation going. Maybe one of these days, if not this year, maybe next year. We'll see. John says, Vader Winter Soldier mashup. That'd be fun. Yeah. Donnie Johnson. Don Johnson, there you go. Great collaboration, James. She's an artist in the making. I gotta catch up. Yeah, there you go. Max says, I love you so much. Your art and style are amazing. I'm struggling to understand why you don't have millions of subs. Keep making incredible art. Thank you, Max. Thank you, buddy. Malik Tajari, for my drawing every Star Wars video. That's so cool. Good job. Thank you, buddy. This is fun. Lycan says, I didn't know you made this comment of the day thing, and I was listening to the end of your video with one ear, Mozilla window put on the secondary screen, and then I hear comment of the day from Lycan, and the first thing I thought was, wow, this guy's named like me, and then I'm like, oh, no. He also says, thanks for making appear in the video. Glad you had fun reading it. This drawing is still stunning. Great job, man. But as a professional comic artist, have you ever met Stan Lee? It's unlikely, but hey, who knows? Good video once again. See you in the next one. I have not met Stan Lee, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll get to, because he's getting up there, right? He's like 90s, right? Maybe one of these days, hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see. It would be fun. It would definitely be fun. True believers. There you go. Mateo says, I bet his daughter doesn't know who Witchblade is. Yeah, she doesn't. There you go. Toxina says, really? I don't believe it. Love your work. Thank you very much, Toxina. Thank you. Oh, my buddy Christopher says, that was super clever. Thank you, brother. Madeline says, amazing work as always. Thank you. Tamir says, in my opinion, the scribbles should be used differently. They should be part of the finished product, not as construction lines as you did in the video. Now, I did try to, because she did it with ink, right? Now, I did go over the lines with the Sharpie. I didn't make them thicker. But I totally see what you're saying here. But, the last time, the one I did before, I did with the red pencil. She did with a red pencil, so that was definitely more on the construction side. I tried to use her lines this time, so maybe for the next one, Tamir, I'll take your advice. I'll go get her to use maybe the full Sharpie this time, and then try not to touch them. But whatever. Jonathan Trito says, oh man, I really want you to draw a really cool Carnage. He's my favorite Marvel villain. Yeah, maybe one of these days. We'll see, buddy. Mike says, how about a challenge where you skip the construction phase of a character and start with just a blank page and a micron pen? I'm always amazed when artists add most of the detail in the inking phase as you do, but can you do it from scratch without any foundation drawing? Wow! I think I could do that challenge. That'd be fun. We'll see. We'll see. Strategy Play says, I saw this on Instagram. I'm waiting to see the video. Thank you. As by the way, a lot of you guys watching behind the scenes, you guys know I usually do it on this channel. I do a lot of Instagram stories now and Snapchat stories, so you might want to follow me there, and you'll see a little bit more behind the scenes stuff. Because, you know, as you guys know, I've been doing the vlogging, and this is the vlog. It's me sitting here for the most part, but you know, but at the same time, you know, that's no excuse. Like Jazza does it all the time, right? So he's pretty much at his desk and explaining his editing process like a good 80% of the time. So that's not an excuse. So we'll see. Umair, who I mentioned today, happy birthday, my friend. Reddy Kung says she's so cute. Thank you, buddy. And let's see, Silver Knight ASMR says that was amazing. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so that is it for the box office artist videos. Now let's go to the videos from yesterday, or yesterday's James Ray show. Some of your comments from yesterday's James Ray show. Prantar says, hey James, I was asked this on the Unicorn Scratch earlier. I'm asking here again. I would like to know or see a tutorial on adding details to a Transformers drawing. The thought process behind it and knowing where to put what, if it's possible within your busy schedule. Now, I do have some how to draw Transformers drawings. Check out my tutorial playlist if you haven't seen Prantar. I think I did one for Grimlock, but I haven't done like a full in-depth one, a full in-depth real-time one, because that one I even believe I sped up a few things. So possibly one of these days, we'll see. Okay, buddy? John Young says, actually, Thomas the Transformer. See what I did there would be cool. I believe there's actually a train transformer if I'm not mistaken. Not sure of the name. Yeah, I believe there is one too. Astro Train? Is Astro Train one? Yeah, no, that's what I'm definitely thinking of Thomas. I'm Thomas and Barney. I think those are given. I think I better do those two. So, let's see here. Oops, let's go up. John says, I love your drawing style. How about a role reversal mashup? Leia and Jabba the Hutt with Jabba in the bikini. I don't know. That seems kind of gross. Ananta says, oh, Ananta, that's right. How about you draw Digimon? Like maybe Omegamon or Imperial Dramon. You know what? I might do Digimon. Digimon would be fun. For sure. That'd be interesting. Birds of Prey says, will you ever do collabs with fans someday? Possibly. Possibly Birds of Prey, but I am doing the one for the 31-day challenge, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any more of those. So I have to do all of those. Those are going to be starting this coming Sunday. So yeah, but we'll see. Maybe one of these days, Birds of Prey. We'll see. Tom's Comics. Seeing you draw Pennywise would be so cool. I was going to suggest it a while back, but I didn't think it would fit with the kid-friendly side of the channel. Agree, Tom's Comics. That's why I don't do it. There you go. Mythduster says, Buzz Lightyear as a wood toy and Woody as a Transformer. Hey, maybe. This has been the James Ray Show. Thanks, everybody, and remember, keep drawing. Maybe. Well, that's very similar to my other sign-off, right? So I believe... again, guys, if you have any other ideas for the sign-off, let me know down below. Mythduster says, can you do a piece of art in a different medium besides pencils, digital, and markers, inks to see how you would work in a different medium we have not seen you draw in? I saw one video where they used coffee as a medium. Possibly, we'll see. I am thinking about that, but I'm also thinking about what I could use to do that, so we'll see. What kind of collaboration would you do if you could on Mira Byler's YouTube channel? She does advice while drawing in time-lapse video. I have not seen her channel before, Christopher. So let me check that out first. I'll get back to you, right? A Grimish, it says, toys, how about Action Man? That'd be fun, yeah. You are the box office artist. That means you're supposed to see these movies like Ragnarok. That's true. You got me, Christopher. There you go. Iron Man and Willow would be an interesting concept. Yep, for sure. Okay, I'm Alex says Saint Seiya is an anime in the vein of other anime like Ronin Warriors. I think a male version of Sailor Moon, but I don't know much about it. Yes, and Jonathan was actually here yesterday, and he was telling me all about it, but it is an older property apparently, so maybe one day, we'll see. Emma E says this movie is pretty awesome, but I can't wait to see the Infinity War movie. Yeah, me too, for sure, and Mythbusters too. I can't wait for it. So, we'll see. Arneza says, me neither. He hasn't seen it either. Okay, so there you go. That is all the comments for today's James Raiz show. So thank you guys for watching and for following along. Any questions you want me to answer, please do let me know in the comments down below. If I have not answered your question from the previous days and I haven't answered them, let me know in the comments below. However, and also know, if it seemed like I skipped over your question and if you asked me a few times, there might be a reason why I'm skipping over your question a few times, so just understand that. And really, I think I've only done that till like 1 or 2 in all of these James Raiz shows. But just know, if that's the course, I might find it too controversial for me to answer. Most likely, that's the case. But thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Thank you for following the James Raiz show. Thank you for commenting on all my videos, and I really do appreciate that. And yeah, so I guess that's it for today's episode. So until tomorrow, it is what it Raiz. I'm still not sure about that, J Blue, but J Blue came up with that. Please give me another sign off down below. I totally forgot what the other sign offs were. I'll see you guys tomorrow.